Hello viewers, this is Gargi Deka welcoming you all to Nltv Midday News. Let's go through the headlines first. Congress on Wednesday said that Narendra Modi government's conduct in parliament was not good for democracy, accusing the centre of violating rules and tradition, disallowing debate on key issues and passing bills without due process. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Varanasi in poll-bound Uttar Pradesh on Thursday in what will be the second trip to his parliamentary constituency in 10 days. PM Modi to launch and lay the foundation stone for several projects worth crores of rupees. Congress planning to launch agitation against the centre in January over rising unemployment and privatization. Agitation committee of the party will be holding a meeting earlier on Wednesday. UN Security Council on Wednesday unanimously adopted a US proposed resolution to help humanitarian aid reach desperate Afghans while seeking to keep funds out of Taliban hands. Let's go to the news in detail now. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Varanasi in poll-bound Uttar Pradesh on Thursday. In what will be the second trip to his parliamentary constituency in 10 days, he wishes to lay a foundation and launch the foundation stones for several projects worth crores of rupees. PM Modi was in the state's Prayagraj on Tuesday to participate in a program where he transferred rupees 1,000 crore to the accounts of self-help groups in banks to benefit around 16 lakh women. Prime Minister Modi will also digitally transfer about rupees 35 crore bonus to the bank accounts of more than 1.7 lakh milk producers associated with Banas Dairy. The PMO said a hostel for doctors, one for nurses and a shelter home amounting to rupees 130 crore at the Mahamana Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya Cancer Centre will be launched by the Prime Minister. Amid the emergence and spread of the COVID variant of Omicron, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will hold a meeting to review the pandemic situation in the country on Thursday. According to the ministry, 213 cases of Omicron variant of coronavirus have been reported in the country so far. Out of this, Delhi topped the list with 57 confirmed cases, followed by Maharashtra with 54 cases and Telangana with 24 cases. Meanwhile, Union Health Ministry on Tuesday alerted states and union territories about the new COVID-19 variant of Omicron and said that based on current scientific evidence, Omicron is at least 3 to 4 times more transmissible than the Delta variant. The ministry further added that greater foresight, data analysis, dynamic decision-making and strict and prompt containment action is required at the local and district level. Bharatiya Christian Manch organized a pre-Christmas program on December 22nd at Hotel Saramati, Dimapur. The theme for the program was "For Unto Us a Child is Born." Vice President BJP National and Advisor of BCM Dr. M. Chuba Au graced the program as a special guest. Au in his address stated that we should respect each other's religion. Notably, BCM is an organization which was formed to bridge the gap between different faith, culture and tradition. Furthermore, BCM was nationally formed 5 years ago and it was launched in the state in April 2021.
So, Bharatiya Christian Manch is the preamble, that is the objective is, that is main aim is love, peace and harmony among the brotherhood of India. So this is an NGO. Don't make a mistake with it is an Bharatiya Janata Party, because written Bharatiya, sometimes Bharatiya Janata Party. So rather we have instructed not to invite many more BJP members, rather you invite all religion parties. so that this will be a message to national level. So this is there. So that this is an NGO, and this was started exactly, our convener said, around 4 to 5 years before. Few peoples, Dr. Indresh Kumar. Dr. Indresh Kumar, he is a national executive member of RSS, who has a vision that in India, diversity, lots of different culture, multi-language, why not we go and unitedly? So that there is a major religions like Hindu, Muslims, then Christians. Christians is a third majority in India. So why not we start from the Christians? So that they have started Bharatiya Muslim Manch and now Bharatiya Christian Manch. These two organizations, they are working for the peace.
Years. Jesus Christ Janam Hopole. 700 years thaka time para. Prophets Isaiah lokote Jehovah para kopotishe. Kele Amakan Kitya Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 para saishe koleto. Aro Genesis chapter 3 verse 1 para saishe koleto. Everything created new. Hotai isupra noton he bone thakishe. Aro prithibi mano othai tishe. Prithibi mano kityap mano pisi hoi jashe. Jisu to prithibi de antara de thaka mano khan bachaponi mi de. Jisu ke ahipole isupra Jehovah pra plan to thakishe. Aro dar kitya time pungshe. Angel potheshe. Angel pra amakan Luke chapter 1 pra sa etia amakan person pra pola poranishna. Angel of God pra ahigana Mary lokote koishe. Aro Joseph lokote koishe. Etu bacha pabo. Aro to bacha chisomati po. Aro dar pra manukan laka papra pachai lapo. Enaga angel pra etu kupoto Mary lokote koishe. Aro amakan yade saisho koleto. Aku isur pra koishe. Matthew amakan kide saisho koleto. Kwanishna Matthew chapter 1 verse 21 tepi enaga likiginase. And thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sin. Amakan tade saisho koleto. Jehovah bra angel ke pothai gina ko potia to apni ekdam mota papo talaga naam to jisu matipo tar bra prithibi mano tai khalaga papra pashipo edaga.
The Congress on Wednesday said that Narendra Modi's government conduct in parliament was not good for democracy, accusing the centre of violating rules and tradition, disallowing debate on key issues and passing bills without due process. It said parliament's winter session, which abruptly ended a day before the scheduled Thursday closure, had an undemocratic start with the debateless repeal of the farm laws and an undemocratic end with the railroading of the bill that allows Aadhaar linking of the electoral rolls. While the Lok Sabha ran smoothly during the winter session, the Rajya Sabha was doomed to turmoil by the suspension of 12 opposition members, which the Congress on Wednesday described as a ploy to conjure an artificial majority for the government. The Yogi Adityanath-led Uttar Pradesh government on Wednesday ordered an investigation into reports that relatives of BJP leaders and government officials allegedly bought land near the upcoming Ram temple in Ayodhya. The UP government has sought a report within a week and the matter will be investigated by the Special Secretary Revenue. The Congress on Wednesday demanded answers from the Prime Minister Narendra Modi into these allegations and said that the matter should be thoroughly probed. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi led the party's charge, saying on Twitter that Hindutva robs under the guise of religion. Leader of opposition in Rajya Sabha, Mallikarjun Kharge, also sought to raise the issue, but as he stood to speak, the House was adjourned sine die. Delhi police arrested two people for allegedly running a fake website voter ID card, E-Bharat Seva in Uttar Pradesh on Tuesday. The Delhi police arrested two people for allegedly running a fake website and targeting people from all over the country. After the initial enrollment in the fake website, they used to charge payment of Rs 650 online from each person. More than 10,000 people have earlier fallen prey to the fake website to date. The accused persons have been identified as Ankit Kumar, who is 26, and Manmohan Singh, who is 22, and are residents of Uttar Pradesh. The police also recovered 2 mobile phones, 3 checkbooks, some notepads, 7 ATM cards from the accused. India conducted the second trial of Pralay conventional ballistic missile of the APJ Abdul Kalam Island in Odisha on Thursday morning. The development trial of the missile was successful, with the platform reaching a range of 500 kilometers. Pralay is India's first conventional ballistic missile and is an answer to any conventional missile attack from northern or western borders. The missile development is significant as India had no conventional armed ballistic missile and was hampered by no first-use nuclear policy. It is also the first time in history that 2 tests of conventional ballistic missiles were done successfully on consecutive days. The nationwide alert over Omicron and the approaching holiday season has left multiple states and union territories reporting a particularly recent surge in coronavirus disease cases. Concerned over the appropriate measure that need to be taken in order to cut the spread of the virus, the case positivity rate in national capital has once again started to rise, and in view of this, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal will be conducting an important review meeting on Thursday to assess the preparedness and management of the highly infectious new variant of the SARS-CoV-2 variant, which is said to be capable of undergoing frequent mutation. The UN Security Council on Wednesday unanimously adopted a US proposed resolution to help humanitarian aid reach desperate Afghans. While seeking to view funds out of Taliban hands, the resolution is the first step by the UN after months of wrangling over how to avert a humanitarian catastrophe amid economic meltdown in Afghanistan. It was welcomed by the Islamists as a good step for months now. Observers have been warning that millions face a choice between starvation or migration during a combined food, fuel and cash crisis throughout the bitter winter. The Security Council resolution allows aid to flow into the country for 1 year without violating international sanctions aimed at isolating the Taliban, whose regime is not recognized by the international community. The northern Chinese city of Xi'an on Wednesday ordered all 13 million residents to stay in a home in a strict lockdown while dramatically tightening travel controls to fight a growing COVID-19 outbreak. While Beijing preparing to host the 2022 Winter Olympics in February, China is on high alert as it fights local outbreaks in several cities. The city government said in a statement on its official Weibo social media account that starting from midnight on Thursday, all households may only send one household member outside once every 2 days to purchase necessities, with all others ordered to remain indoors except for emergencies. The order came a day after the city began testing all its 13 million residents. The government notices also said that the long-distance bus stations were closed and authorities have set up disease control checkpoints on highways out of Xi'an. According to flight tracker VeriFlight, more than 85% of flights to and from the main city airport have been grounded. World's largest whale shark was entangled in the shore fishing net on Tantadi beach in Andhra Pradesh's Visakhapatnam. The shark was later guided back to the sea by the Forest Department officials. District Forest Officer Anand Shankar said that the whale shark was guided to safety, sparing no efforts or expenses, both physical and mental, with tremendous coordination and collaboration by the Forest Department, fishermen and wildlife conservationists. The whale shark successfully swam back into the depth of the ocean. Shankar also stated that the sharks' picture are being shared with the Maldives Whale Shark Research Program for identification, and this would help to understand the movements and territories of these gentle giants even more better. Moreover, the fishermen are being advised and requested to approach the Forest Department for rescue and safe release, and will be given compensation in case of any damages to their fishing nets. Well, that is all for now. This is Gargi Reka signing off. Keep watching Nagaland TV.